Welcome back to Final Fantasy X. It has been a while. We're back in Macalania Woods. Let's watch some backstory.
Fun.
I dig this guitar theme that plays anytime we look at these flashbacks.
Who are you?
You are the one they call Jecht. The man from Zanarkand, are you not?
What of it?
Watch your tongue, knave.
Screw you! I killed a guy. And what?
My apologies. I am Braska, a summoner. I've come to take you from this place.
They never really do extrapolate why he's in jail. What do you think he did?
Stacked a shoe.
No, that was definitely after this moment.
Was it? I soon leave on a pilgrimage to Zanarkand.
Seriously?
I would like you to join us. It will be a dangerous trip. Yet, if we do reach Zanarkand, my prayers will be answered, and you will be able to go home, we think. What say you?
Great, let's go.
So quick?
Anything to get out of here.
Then it's settled.
Or it makes a point. Why have you specifically come to jail?
A guardian?
Come to this jail just to get some convict you don't know
Here and say that.
to join your pilgrimage.
What does it matter?
It's kind of weird. Anyone can say they're from
A
Zanarkand.
fallen summoner wed to Al Bhed.
I imagine Braska is like Yuna though, like he's good at telling if someone is lying and he has utmost belief in Jecht about what he says.
Us to succeed.
But even Yuna doesn't have great intelligence when it comes to people.
Yeah. Just look at her husband, there's good evidence right there.
And a warrior monk doomed to obscurity for refusing the hand of the priest's daughter. What delightful irony it would be if we defeated sin.
Stop gabbing and get me out of here.
There are so many of these just scattered all over Spira now. If you collect them all, you get Auron's ultimate overdrive ability, which is really, really decent, but you do have to watch a lot of these cutscenes to get there.
I am in your hands until we reach Zanarkand.
Right. So, what's a summoner anyway?
I know it's a foreign concept, but the word summoner is a normal English word. You shouldn't have struggled to have... You should have been able to figure out what it means.
Someone that likes summer.
Yeah, one who summons. Like, it's pretty clear cut. Anyways, it's now time for us to properly dive into the Calmlands now. This is a massive open area, which basically is the antithesis to everywhere else you visit in this game, except maybe the desert. The only thing about the Calmlands is it's so non-linear that it is quite easy to get lost, and there are a bunch of side quests now available to you. We're going to try and tackle them as much as we can without completely derailing the LP.
The Calmlands. Long ago, the High Summoners fought Sin here. The road ends here. Beyond, there are no towns, no villages, only endless plains.
Unless you count Gagazet. Apparently the Ronzo's home doesn't count.
They just don't have a civilization, Tallulah.
A bunch of blue fuzzy savages that they are. Oh, this is where everything in the game gets a little more somber in tone. We're now just on a doomed quest, and nothing's gonna stop it.
I've always known where to go.
I won't let you die. I'll find a way somehow.
Let's go.
I told Yuna I would find a way. I guess I wanted to believe that words could make it come true.
Oh, it's so miserable. Anyways, let's continue onwards and talk to my favourite guy, someone who's going to brighten the mood a little bit.
Perhaps you'd like to know a bit about these plains.
Oh, yes, please.
As you know, these plains were once a battlefield. A great battle between Bavel and Zanarkand, a melee of Machina. That war left this place a barren, lifeless land. Then time passed. The summoners took note of this uninhabited land. Great battles could be fought here with no harm to the common folk. Perfect for a final battle with sin, as it were. Summoners wait here, ready to perform the final summoning. Ah, to know what they must feel.
Is this
When
Corey
sin
Burton?
is defeated
I'm not
here,
sure.
It's not Corey Burton, it's,
once more. That's why
someone even pointed out the name of the voice actor, but they're a cool guy, and they do a lot of voice acting work.
And that, as they say, is that.
You know what? You really notice it from that camera angle, but I love how battle-scarred the Karmlands look. Like, you can just see massive rips going through it where, assumingly, Sin has just devastated it with gravity powers. And that is cool. That is really cool. Anyways, here's some new enemies. We've got a little robot. You can kill him with stealing. You've got these two bug enemies who are pretty much designed for Walker to take down now. And you've got Mr. Wolfie Wolf. For as much as we overlevel these characters, it's still really hard to hit that wolf with anybody other than Jecht.
We need more luck.
Yeah, it's the luck stat that really decides it. And that's the hardest thing to raise. It's really hard to come by fortune spheres, which are pretty much necessary to raise that stat. I like that you're actually looking up Machen's voice actor now. Who is it? It is Dwight Schultz, who also voices Owaka. Huh. Well, there you go. Thank you very much, Dwight Schultz. So there's a traveling travel agency vehicle if you wanted to grab a few items and then carry on. There's actually a proper resting spot here as well, so we're going to visit there instead. Anyways, Fire Flan. That thing launches fire riggers everywhere, which can really hurt, so... Energy Rain. Get the F out of my house. Jecht is now strong enough that he can kill a magic defensive enemy with physical attacks. This is the kind of power levels you get to if you specialize in just using like 1, 2, or 3 characters, pretty much. Anyways, look who it is on the left there.
Time for a Pokemon battle.
It's everyone's favorite Pokemon trainer, Belgemine.
Oh, you again. You're quite the notorious traitor these days.
What's it to you?
Oh, you shouldn't take what the Maesters say too seriously. For summoners, destroying sin is everything. We are no tools of Yevon. Understand?
Yes,
So, are you up to the task?
I do not know, but I will do my best.
You've got spirit, but you'll need more to beat sin. An Aeon duel. Show me what you're made of. Excellent. But before we begin, I've just healed your Aeons for you. Let us begin.
Alrighty, let's do this. This is the last time you have to fight Belgemine before she becomes a optional side quest, I guess you could describe her as, so... Yeah.
She's always been an optional side quest.
That is a good point,
We
yeah.
never need to talk to her.
It's good to, though. It helps you buff your Aeons, which, for a lot of players, is pretty much mandatory if you're the kind of player who depends on them to get you through every battle. Just give all that sweet experience to Yuna. And starting strong with a rock to the face. Can't really argue with that. And this descriptor looks so much dumber when it has Elsa and Doge in its descriptor there. Alright, so yeah, we shouldn't be doing as well as we are, but once again Yuna is very overpowered, so for as much as this Shiva has boosted her defenses, I think we're still going to do okay against her. Just a couple slaps to the face, that's all we need. This is like a proper little Pokemon tit-for-tat though thing, isn't it? Albeit with us doing way more damage than they are. And I do believe this is the one.
I love how the game's turn-based.
How it's what?
Turn-based.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It actually feels like Pokemon.
It really does. And also the fact that you're only really using like 3 or 4 different moves. It's pretty much 1-to-1. And fire beats ice, get wrecked. Down you go.
Stop. That is enough.
I like the way that's how she ends all battles. She just tells you very calmly, like, okay, we're done here. Stop it.
Why is there no water type Aeon?
Impressive.
Remarkable talent. Lack of foresight?
Or no.
I mean, what? I guess Leviathan could have been one.
Take this.
They just never got round to it. In fact, in Final Fantasy, Leviathan is usually like a second to Bahamut in terms of sheer power.
But if you ever feel like you want more training, seek the hidden temple of Remium. I will be waiting there. Farewell.
Alrighty, optional place. And here's the game telling us how to make your Aeon stronger. You can spend your spheres on them. Thing is, you don't want to overdo it like I end up doing, because sometimes that leaves you with too few spheres to actually progress along the sphere grid, which then leaves you stuck without being able to level for a bit until you farm for more.
I don't see why you didn't just boost Yuna's stats.
I mean, you do that as well, and they stack. And then you've got Aeons that are way stronger than your current sphere level. The only downside is you have to do that farming as well. Anyways, here's a nice little scene.
Father Zook.
Long time no see. You are Yuna? You certainly don't look like Maester Kinok's murderer.
What you say?
Please, tell us what has happened.
Maester Micah just issued a personal order, you know. It said that you and your guardians murdered Maester Kinok and fled. We are to kill you on sight, or so it says.
What of Bavel?
Things are calm on the surface, but the depths are turbulent. After the death of Maester Kinok, Kelk Ronso left Yevon.
Convenient. Getting around will be easier with Yevon in disarray.
But be careful, my friends. You have been branded enemies of Yevon. You should avoid temples for the time being.
He isn't joking about that. Now, I edited it out of the videos, but out of curiosity, we went back to Macalania Temple to see what would happen. You get murdered. You get murdered very hard. In a few videos' time, you'll find out what did it, but we got super murdered.
For your sake, too.
Thank you, Father.
I must be off. I shall pray for all of you.
Where's your escort? Are you really just tromping around on your own? There are some bloody strong fiends here. Be careful.
So, we are officially traitors then.
Hey, let them say what they want.
It's okay. I'm not worried. Well, maybe just a little. It's so hard not to be.
Hey, it's okay to worry, and if it gets too rough, just yell.
Yell. Okay. I might just do that.
Yeah. Who was that?
Until half a year ago, he was a summoner. Waka and I were his guardians.
It's kind of a short pilgrimage.
He gave up halfway. Here, on this plane.
Give him some credit. This is not halfway. This is a fair bit in to the quest, to be fair.
Father Zook was my second, and my first, well, it ended here too. I've never been to the lands beyond.
Oh my god, you're not going to give us all the exposition anymore.
I wonder if my father got lost here too.
Maybe, with my old man helping him.
Maybe I'll ask Sir Orin.
Orin? Well, that grouch never tells me anything.
That is none of your business.
Not that he keeps out of other people's business, you know what I mean?
Stop making fun of me. I have feelings too.
She's not stopping, is she?
Yuna, she's made her decision.
But I can't just let her go.
We won't have to. We'll save Yuna even if she calls the final Aeon.
But how?
I'll think of a way.
But what if you can't?
I'm tired of talking to you.
That's a good line.
It's always but this, but that.
But...
I am sick of your shit.
Let's think together.
Okay.
And if we can't think of something, we find another way.
Okay.
Because that's how thinking works.
That's how brains do good. Let's look at items. Sod it. Let's just move on. Oh, hello, friends. Okay, well, Sid is still down to give us a fair few death threats, so clearly we've got to keep doing our jobs.
You're great at translating things.
Thank you. That's the first time I didn't actually have to resort to looking at any guides. It was very obvious as to what he's actually saying there. Alrighty, so, I don't really know how to put this. It is now time for us to deal with the worst thing in this game. Now, granted, I've already described the Cloister of Trials in Bevelle as the worst thing in this game. That's the worst mandatory thing. So the place we're going to next, or the thing we're going to do next, is the worst thing in the game that is optional. But still the worst. So there's something to look forward to. In the meantime, let's kill some Quells. I don't know how to say their names. Murder cats.
Try. I'm thinking of how to pronounce it, but
it probably has some
coming to me.
real world, or at least, you know, mythological etymology behind it. But you know what? I'm not gonna entertain the notion that I even have the slightest clue. So, anyways, let's move on. I think we've got a few more encounters. I think you've got quite a big nasty coming up here, because when you get to the top left of the Calmlands, the enemies get stronger. Oh wait, no, it's just one of these chumps. Get out. Get out of my face. Get nuked. You dumb dog. And wow, I think we're gonna kill him before he even gets to move. Yep, absolutely murked. There we go. Okay, so here it is? Question mark. Oh, first
Getting
element.
that primer is really hard.
Yeah.
So annoying.
It's just so easy to forget it's there. Here we go. Here is the worst thing in the whole game by a wide margin. I hate this. This makes me want to hurt people. I don't know how to put that in any less blunt a term right there. This fills me with legitimate anger. And thankfully, for the first few runs, you took the controller and you took charge on this. So you have a chocobo that won't listen to you. With that in mind, you've got to do a running course, which controls badly on purpose. This is in a video game that is designed to be fun. How and why, I'm not too sure. But yeah, this whole thing can eat a dick.
Well, it's kind of fun when you're used to the controls.
No it's not. It's still not fun.
I thought it was.
So, you do have to make sure you go in between them, and also you've got to make sure you're there in time, which is why hugging an edge, as you were trying to do there, doesn't actually work. So, here we are trying it again, this time trying a bit more to keep to the middle, because hugging the edges just straight up doesn't work. I think this is the one? Yeah, there we go, just about. So 0.7 seconds off, but just about made it. And now it's time for advanced training. Oh, we're not even remotely close to the worst of it yet. I mean, this is bullshit, but it's not super bullshit. Alright, so same again, but this time you're constantly being attacked. And the balls are significantly faster than your chocobo is. So imagine, I don't know, have you ever watched those YouTube videos of like Russian motorcyclists riding against the traffic at breakneck speeds with like, you know, onboard cameras and somehow not dying?
No, because I actually have things to do.
Well, I've seen many of those videos, and you know, as cool as the videos are, I can't imagine that is fun for the people riding. I can imagine they're just feeling a constant surge of I'm about to die, and that is the feeling you get while you play this. This sucks, and I hate it also. Also, when you get... I'm annoyed just watching it. You got hit at the last second, that's the only reason you didn't win. God damn it.
Well, you need to actually beat the target time.
Yes, yeah. That you pointed this out. The worst thing you can do is get bang on the target time, because they still won't count that as a win. You have to be quicker. You have to be quicker than 16.8. And that is so bollocks. Sweet Jesus, this sucks. Are you shitting me? And again, this is the easy part of the chocobo riding. This isn't even the worst part of the game yet. We're gonna get there soon. We're nearly there. So, dodge the balls. I like as well that this whole LP has been us basically just steamrolling Final Fantasy X, playing it a lot better than most people would. And then you get to this roadblock, and this is where we completely flounder. Even when we won that, we got hit by a ball. As we won. Looks like dodging is a breeze for you. Fuck off. Actually, fuck off. And let's do something else. Anything else. Like the same thing again, but harder. Let's just get even harder with this BS. Now, while we're getting peppered on this one, I'd like you to imagine a hypothetical, just a hypothetical, where this chocobo rider asks you to race them. Now, in this hypothetical scenario, you will lose the race about 90% of the time because the game is rigged against you. I'd like to imagine that hypothetical. Now, imagine you had to be so good at the race that your time actually went into the negative, so your finishing time is actually below 0. And imagine you had to do that to get Tidus' ultimate weapon. Imagine spending literal hours of your life trying to beat this horrible fucking race that is entirely hypothetical. What would your thoughts be on that?
I can't imagine it.
You can't imagine something so horrendously fucking terrible, can you?
I don't think anyone will put something like that in the game.
No one would be fucking stupid enough to do that. Look, we won there and it was only 0.1 seconds off, so... You know, I'm glad that that's the end of the Chocobo races. I'm glad we don't have to do any more. Fuck everything.